volunteer fire department, and Colonydebatepart Town Hall come together, build one big facility that all three of those could come together and locate and put all the revenue together. Then we could be one, we can grow together as one. Right now we got the town hall, we got the fire department, and we got the senior citizen. 3 locations. We can put those into one. That's revenue right there. We can start the growing from there. So that be the first thing that we sit down with the council and see, can we come up with some sort of way to make some resolution or whatever, and get those people together who never in charge on, bring them together and let's sit down and start talking about it and work it out. Yes, we can. Now, one thing you got to do for the town you with Murder's College, you got to be committed. You got to be committed, you got to be dedicated, and you got to be sure what you're going to do. You got to have a plan. And you got to have a backup. Because plan might not go through, you got to have a backup, make that work. The next thing, you got to have, make sure these citizen people, you got to take care of their people. Ain't no answer about it. That is the #1 priority, the elders. You got to do that. Remember that. You got to take care of the elders, because you're always going to have elders. Always. Then there's some kids. Who follow us? The kids. You got to take care of these kids, make sure you get their education, go to college, and treat them right, like they want to be treated, not like brothers and sisters. You the daddy, you the mother, and you make them do it, and they'll do it. That's what you got to do. And third, you got to sit back, get your mind right, get your plan together, then get out of that chair, that office, go out there and see what can you bring into the table for your town and your council members to work together. It might take a week, 3 weeks, but sooner or later, it will click. That brain, that brain, that brain, that brain. Then you sit there, you vote on it, then you go get you a development, a planner, a real planner. How you want to work this thing? You got on your paper, and you got to get a professional planner to make it work. And it will work. But you got to be committed. Say it again. You got to be committed.
The 3 things would be, #1, I like to call it, and I've spoken on this a few times in my campaign, would be the healing process. The community need to undergo the healing process, and what I mean by that is the community is to a point where everyone needs to come back and join each other with love and as a big family in the town of Colony, the way it used to be years ago. We need to get back to that same mentality and form the community back together. And how we could do that will easily be done by promoting good activities. Good activities for the kids, of course, you know that. Good mentoring activities for the kids as well. And just like I spoke with the mid-age individuals, 30s and 40s, we need to find them some type of social event that they can possibly go out to, you know, on a Saturday night, maybe twice a month, once a month, however the citizens would like to see that form. That's one of the things, is the healing process. And then again, you cannot forget about our elderly. Have something geared towards them, such as bingo night, etc. The second thing would be is identifying our strength and weakness of a community, and also as a town, for us on our government end, is looking at ways of identifying our strength and weakness. The third thing I would like to say is actually organizing our councils having them operate off the Robert's Rules of Orders. I think that we've struggled with this enough for the past 4 years of things not being organized and not done in the right way. I feel as if we can capitalize on that and move the community forward, the citizens will actually see a big difference in the council board, and they will actually make our other resources that surround us, our representatives, our peoples outside our neighborhoods such as Hansville, our neighbors to Dodge City, will be more inviting to them to want to do more business with the town of Colony. Thank you.
Okay, the order for this one is Mr. Lee, Mr. Ward, and then Mr. Bivens. I think if each of you agrees that growth and investing in Colony is good, how would you propose to bring new investments and growth to the town of Colony?
That's very easy. You gotta get off your hand. You gotta go out there, and like I said, go to these peoples that do these kind of jobs, put stuff in your communities, and work with them. You gotta go to some folks who build General Dollars. You gotta get your roads fixed. One thing, they can't go to these bad roads and put anything and bring anything in the county, but it'll make them worse. You gotta get your roads fixed first. Then you gotta go out there and ask. Like I said a while ago, you gotta go different. You gotta get out to Cullman County, period. Don't take that as a bad way. But you just can't stay in Cullman County, what I mean, to get things done for your town. You gotta go out there, like I said, Montgomery, Mobile, Huntsville, Florence, Selma, Birmingham. You gotta talk to people that know how to do this stuff. You know, then you can see things start growing. You start from small first. Then, once you get something that was built, you watch how it's gonna run, like wildfire. All down 91 Highway, 65 toward Blunt, toward Cullman. Go out and see. But you got to get out there and get it. That's up with the mayor, not the councilman, the mayor. You got to start with the mayor, get all this stuff done. You might even go a little further than that. I need some leadership courses, classes. How to go and talk to folks, get it started. You got to have some training. You can go and talk to folks. I had some training. I know how to talk to folks. But I always yes sir and no sir, just how you treat folks.
With the growth of our town, I think that the town of Colony is sitting on a very historical site right now in the state of Alabama. First of all, one way we can do it, and that's very easy to be done, is promoting what we have here. We got a beautiful complex, we got a beautiful town hall, we got a beautiful park. We need to promote that outside of Colony. We need to promote that to Cullman. We need to promote that to people that's going down the interstate. Who's to say that this complex can be rented out more than it is versus the past 4 years? You can promote the community as far as the history and the heritage that we have, strong background that we have here. We have some of our elderly that's still living today that has the most amazing stories of the town of Colony. Good facts, good pictures, things that majority of the people's in here, unless you was just a little bit older, would not know. So to invite them and seeing the historical things of the town of Colony, that's a good way of starting promoting growth, because a lot of people is very, they're not aware when you're going down interstate what the town of Colony has to offer and what's behind the town of Colony history. And I do know that historical is real big in the state of Alabama. So if you promote it and get all of your documentations in order, we really can have a good growth in this town. Thank you.
Number one, sewer system. We need sewer system down here. We need roads. If we get sewers down here, then that's the growth right there. You cannot attract business if you don't have a sewer system. That's the first thing we can ask for. Right now, I've been to Montgomery and been to Decatur. We have on the book already set up, we did the feasibility on the sewer. ARC ready to help the college. I went down to Odessa down in Montgomery, told them that we couldn't afford with a little tank. $600 on the book. You got $600 from Decatur, Narcos. Ready, waiting to hear back from Washington. When are they gonna get started? That's the right level to get it sued. Then we're gonna have to follow leadership. You know, I know one of our representatives here, you know, we're gonna have to go out and talk to people, you know, and ask him what kind of help, what kind of provider that they can give us so we can attract these business. Our lawyer, we got a good lawyer sitting back there, good leadership. We're gonna have to follow leadership, you know. Get out there and, you know, get people interested. Get, you know, if you have to make some signs, put some signs up so they can catch people's attention, you know. So they will see the car, and a lot of people, you know, come down to our park. They don't even know we have a park down here. So we're gonna have to advertise more, you know. And then let's reach out there, you know, the truck play, the action up there, they're ready to come in, you know. So we just gonna have to get out there and follow our leaders and do it.
Next round of questioning will be Mr. Ward, Mr. Fitz, and then Mr. Lee. What, in your opinion, can the Cullman County Chamber of Commerce do to help the town of Colony become a better place to live and do business?
I feel like the Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce has done a lot for the town of Colony. It's allowed giving the colony a tool. It's to a point where, as government officials, we must use this tool to our advantage. I feel that there's a lot of different programs, different meetings that you can hold, and the chamber has a lot of different meetings that is geared towards just, you know, first the business environment. So if you can get out and talk and allow the town of Colony to promote itself by good leadership, the Chamber of Commerce will basically speak for itself. If you have a good leadership and a guidance first, the tool that you have with the town, and that goes back onto the organization and the Robert Rules of Orders. If you go back and line all that up, and you come and promote a good, sound organization plan, I feel that we can pretty much do anything that we can using the chamber's resources to our biggest advantage. Thank you.
The chambers, we need to start working with the chambers. The chambers need to advertise more about the, you know, the event that we're having going on in the economy. And then when the chamber having stuff, we need to start attending those meetings so that we can learn, you know, what's going on with the rest of the community. And that's, you know, take notes, bring it back to our community. You know, whatever we see, said Beaumont doing or something, you know, and the chamber will work with us, you know, get them, they would advertise for us, and they would bring it, you know, the college can grow off of that, because we got a ballpark out there, you know, and stuff, and we get it advertised and you know, get the chamber involved in that. You know, that field, you know, I know years ago that, you know, every Friday night and stuff, they said college used to be full of people. They used to play softball, baseball, and stuff out there on that field. And now they just sitting there. So we can get the chamber to advertise and, you know, just work with us and get it out there and let people know that what we have down here in the college, I think will be a better place.
That's a good question, Greg. What's on that? For Chamber of Commerce is nationwide. They have to get anything started if they can help. You look at what Cullman got. Chamber of Commerce started there. You talk, Mehawk, all that stuff in Cullman. They started there. All you got to do is work with these people. Doesn't matter stuff we start out with. They can show you how to do it. Lead it the right way. Train you, they need to. But that's a good thing. Chamber of Commerce. That's good. Very good. Very good.
Okay, the order for this question will be Mr. Fitz, then Donna's, and then Patrick. Which is more crucial to Colony's future? The quality of the relationships of people living in Colony with one another, or the quality of the relationships of the town's leadership with leaders in the region and in the county?
Good question. I said, both. Leadership start with the mayor and council first. And the people see the leadership working together, and quality of our council and our mayor, then we won't have a problem. They will fall in, you know. And I know you ain't gonna get 100%, but you know, we can get 99.5. But it start with the mayor and the council working together in harmony. And that's my whole thing, that's my whole goal, is see this community come together, working together, and unity. And we can grow from that.
First of all, you gotta show each other respect. Give respect, you better give respect. Then we work on now to the mayor and council members that work together. With the community, you gotta work with them because that's your backbone of the community, the people in your community. You gotta satisfy them too. Everything you can't do, but you gotta do at least something for these people, at least something. If you don't, we don't work on their side. That's why y'all are here today. What are y'all here today? You want us to do something that make you happy and proud of your leaders, your community, and your kids to be proud of the people in position in your town. That gotta happen. That's what happened in the past. You gotta get all this stuff out of you and show you the respect. Like I said, respect. That go a long way. But I'm in charge. That don't mean I'm the boss. You gotta find more people to work with you. You gotta treat them right. They treat you right. But you don't treat them right, it'll be chaos. You can't just say, I'm the boss. You can't do it. Everybody can't count on that. You gotta work together. Most of all, work with these people in your community. Then you go out other places and get stuff. But you got to start here first, right in this little town called town of Colony. And then things will be all right.
It's equal in my heart. And I'll just make this short and sweet. One is no greater than the other. Thank you.
We've come to the end of our questioning, and now we'll ask the candidates to take 2 minutes apiece and make a closing statement. At the beginning, before we started, there was a random drawing, and so according to this order, they will offer their closing statements. Mr. Lee, Mr. Fitz, and Mr. Ward.
First off, priority, you gotta be the kids. You gotta be the kids. Because you don't take care of these kids, like I said, they're gonna go down. And then it's the seniors of this town. You gotta take care of them seniors. Whatever they need, if they ain't got it, you gotta find a way to get it to them. You gotta go out there and make sure they get what they need. You got rooted action, other resources. You gotta make sure they get their health, their welfare. Need to go to the doctor. You gotta get them there some kind of way or another. And most of all, this town right here is unique town. Everybody in this town is kinfolk. Just about. 99% of people in this county just can't vote. If you can't get along, it's never gonna happen. That's when you better get this thing together. As like a family reunion, you have that get together. Then you go out there and try to get something. General dollar, something, run a little town. You ain't gotta go up to George City to get something. Down the road, Blount County to get something. You need to get something in this town. And like I said, the kids is the future of the colony. You gotta take care of them kids. Thank you.
First, I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight. And the reason I want to continue to be your mayor, I'm here the people pleaser. I'm the people mayor. It's not about fish. It's about you all. I get phone calls all time of night about a loose dog, about a pothole. But I'm here for you. If I can't help you, I want to some sort of way convert you to somebody that will help you. So if I am continue to be your leader, and I know just about everybody in here, and everybody in here know Mayor Fitz, that you can come to me anytime. I've been to Montgomery, got represented here, you know, and seen me in Montgomery, you know, and stuff. And you can go down there in my office down there, that I'm not a mayor to sit there at that office there. I got all kind of plaques, awards that I done got going down to Montgomery to these different sessions and all that. But if I'm elected, I want to continue to work with the people, bring people together in harmony and unity. Together we stand, divided we fall. Yes, we can.
My closing speech today would be, if I'm elected as mayor, I can assure you, everyone in this room, as far as if you live in a community or you don't live in a community, that you will see a change in the colony, a good change. There's a lot of different things the town of Colony could use right now. One of the things I noticed that a lot of our elderly, they struggle with a lot of blood pressure taking, diabetes. One thing that I would like to see is an actual committee formed up to possibly work on getting some type of small clinic down here to help with the health, just promote health from young and old, the importance of that. Another thing I would like to see as working with the council board is to get the community as a whole, like I mentioned before, active in just different things as far as, you know, with the kids, let them have the baseball, softball, different activities to help them promote just health and fitness. Also possibly seeing an exercise facility down here to promote better quality of life on the healthy end. And one unique thing that I would like to see in the town of Colony that I find very fascinating is a community garden. If you don't know what a community garden is, it's basically a garden that started up, formed by a community, and it allows the citizens of the community to come and pick the fresh vegetables, and it's free. So I feel that will be a good thing for the community to form together, and it's unique because we have a lot of different individuals that's done farming all their life, and that can actually tap into that and using that as their advantage. So community garden would be one of the things to promote the healing process, one of the things that I mentioned before. So if we can do that and work together, that's just minor to what we can do. God bless you all. Thank y'all for coming. And remember, it is not about the person that's running behind that desk. It's about all you. Thank you.
I want to thank each of the candidates for being here tonight and for taking your time to share with us what your thoughts and ideas are. Let's give them a big round of applause. I want to thank each of you for being here. I know you've taken a part of your evening to listen to here, to try to figure out what makes best sense for you and for Colony. This forum is an idea that's offered to you by the Cullman Chamber of Commerce along with the Times. And we are, this is our third one. We have several more that are coming up. We'll be in Dodge City on Thursday evening at the Iron Skillet if you're interested in joining us. On Monday, we'll be in Baileyton at the Parkside Catfish Restaurant. Tuesday, we'll be at the Branding Iron Steakhouse in West Point. Wednesday, we'll be in Cullman for a lunchtime meeting that'll be at Allstate. And on Thursday in Vinemont at the Airport Windsock Cafe. And each of these opportunities, food is made available in the restaurants. You do not have to purchase anything. If you do want to join us, you can just come and sit and listen to the candidates. Again, thank you for being here.